Gray skies this morning, but the temperature's reasonable for Connecticut. I'm thinking the sun might have the energy to burn the clouds off and we might get a sunny day today. Let's breathe together. Start with your posture and on your back in your bed. You're on the floor, on a sofa, or maybe kicked back in your recliner with your legs uncrossed. One hand on your belly and one hand on your rib cage, so you can feel your body breathe as you draw the air in, bringing it in through both nostrils so the nose can do its job of filtering and warming and humidifying the air. Or sitting in a chair with your sit bones evenly planted, your knees at 90 degrees, feet flat on the floor with the toes pointing forward, and about that narrow hip distance apart. Lift your chest and gently tuck your chin back towards your neck, making a clear passageway for both the nervous system and the breath to flow. Breathing in through both nostrils and feeling your belly rise, and feeling your body lengthen and flatten as you exhale, an easy, relaxed, natural breath. Good. Our bodies are designed so perfectly, and so we do things to get ourselves out of the way so they can do that perfect work. And one of them is our posture. And so lying on our back or sitting up straight with everything so it can flow freely, we allow ourselves to get out of the way and let our bodies do their perfect work. And one of the ways that we get out of the way is by letting go of tension that we don't need. And the question's always asked, how much tension do you need? Or how much is too much? And the answer is just enough to get done what you're trying to do. And some of it's conscious and some of it's subconscious. Our heart's a muscle, and there's tension involved in the heartbeat. And we have to get out of the way and allow it to do its work. And so we let go of tension that's not needed. And one of the ways we do this, or can do this, is something called PMR, Progressive Muscle Relaxation. We do it all the time, and we do it when we do the isometric exercises. This morning, let's do something simple. You can go through a whole series that lasts 15 minutes or so and go through the entire body, or you can do a few simple things that help you let go just because you've had the experience and know how to do it. This morning, let's start with your jaw. I want you to clench your jaw, tighten your teeth. And I want you to breathe while you're holding that tension. And then on an exhale, release and let it go. And let your jaw be totally limp and slack and soft. And this time as you inhale, clench your jaw. And as you exhale, whoosh, let it go. Good. And now just sit quietly, allowing the breath in through both nostrils, feeling your body round up, and aware of your jaw and its softness, and releasing any tension. Feel how it flows into the rest of your face. Good. And let's go a little lower in our body. Go down to about the shoulder level. And on an inhale, raise your shoulders up and tighten them as tight as you can get them. And on the exhale, release and let them go. Try it. And do it again. And as you tighten a muscle group and you release it, the relaxation spreads. Good. Now go a little lower and go down to your buttocks and your abdomen. And now squeeze that whole abdominal area and your buttocks as tight as you can get them on an inhale. And then on an exhale, release and let them go. And do it again. On the inhale, as tight as you can get the abdomen, the buttocks, the pelvis. And on the exhale, whoosh and let it go. Good. And now go down to the bottom, to the feet. And feel the feet. Wiggle the toes. Wiggle the feet up and down, side to side. And now on an inhale, squeeze the feet as tight as you can get them, curling the toes. And on the exhale, let it go. And do it again. Inhale, tighten the feet. Exhale, let them go. And we help ourselves get out of our own way by releasing tension, so our breath and our nervous system and all our body functions have the freedom to do their job. It's a good thing to practice. You'll get better at it as you go along. Now begin by inhaling through both nostrils and going all the way to the top. And at the top, take in 3 extra sniffs. And then release and let the air spill out either through your nose or your mouth, whichever one has the least resistance, and let it flow out to the bottom. And at the bottom, 3 puffs to let go of the last bit. And then do it again. At the top, 3 sniffs. And release the breath. Let it flow out through the mouth or the nose, all the way to the bottom, and then 3 puffs. Good. And now breathe the natural breath, feeling your body as it rises up on an inhale and flattens and lengthens on an exhale. And just continue breathing that natural breath. And when you do the practice of inhaling and going all the way to the top, and doing the sniffs and exhaling and going all the way to the bottom and doing the puffs, notice yourself, because most of us have a tendency to inhale more than we exhale, or exhale more than we inhale. And notice which one you are. When we inhale, we create an active tension. And when we exhale, we create a release and a let go. And if they're not balanced, then we create effects. like typically a person who's sort of active, some people call it hyperactive, but has that tendency, typically is a person who's inhaling more than they're exhaling. And then that person who exhales more than they inhale, typically that's a person who might be running low and slow, maybe even depressed. So just notice which one seems to be your habit, and practice just inhaling and sniffing and exhaling and releasing and keeping it easy and relaxed. Because as soon as you push and force, you end up with that tension that gets in the way of our bodies doing the job they were born to do. Continue breathing that natural breath. And perhaps begin to lengthen the exhale and make a sound. This rise and fall of the body, the rising up and the lengthening and flattening, is a signal to us that we're breathing and breathing in a way that is massaging that long nerve, that vagus nerve, as that breath comes and goes. And that vagus nerve is so important. It helps bring us out of the tension that occurs when we become active, and when it's no longer needed, helps us come back to that ground zero. Or it activates us and helps bring us up when we need to come up a little bit. And so continue breathing and feeding, activating that vagus nerve with your breath. Easy and simple. Rising up on the inhale and lengthening and flattening on the exhale. And adding the sound to amplify the effect. And breathe for 2 more minutes. I'll let the birds and bowls play while you breathe. And may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Have a great day.